And how much fun was it being traded to your home province of Nova Scotia, playing for the Cape Breton Eagles?
Oh, man, that team was unbelievable. That trade was a weird one. I didn't see it coming at all. I mean, I'd never been traded before. I basically never even thought about being traded at that point. I was on a really good team and I was playing a lot. It happened to me twice, but I was in the Batherson trade, and Drake was one of my good buddies at this time. I was training with him in the summer, and he was at the World Juniors, and so was our head coach, general manager, and he's the guy who made the trade. So Drake Drake calls me, FaceTimes me. I'm laying in bed. Oh yeah, like it's gonna be awesome. I'm coming to Blainville. Like, and I had a billet house that was for two billet kids. Like usually there's two billet kids, but it was only me there. So I was like, oh yeah, like move in with me, like be awesome. Like we get to live together, build a house, travel together every day. Like I get up the next morning, driving to the rink. I think it was pregame skate, or it might have been just practice day. I get a call from my dad. He's like, I think you just got traded, bud. Like I said, no, Dad. I said, where'd you see that? He said, look on Twitter right now. I looked on Twitter. I said, oh, don't worry about that, Dad. Like, there's always stuff like floating around the media, especially around these times. Like, don't worry about that. Don't get my head going. Yeah. And I rolled up in the rink, and the equipment manager was just giving me the paw, and I knew it. And me and Kyle Havlina got traded to Cape Breton. I think it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I cherished every moment in Cape Breton, and going back, and like you really don't realize for me how good people are back in this province until like I lived out of this province and took for granted like the way people act and just like the everyday manners of people in this province is just so much better than over there. And it's just nice to be able to have good conversations with like nice people in Cape Breton too.
What were some of the things you noticed right away from being in Cape Breton and the mannerisms of people right away?
Yeah, like just people care about you, right? Like, I mean, it seems like in Montreal, everything was moving so fast and everybody's lives were so busy and so hectic that, I mean, there was no real care for people. You go to the mall, people looking off your shoulder, like they don't care about you. And then you go to Cape Breton and everybody just seems like everybody in the community loves each other and they just want everybody to do the best and be around each other. And it's the same in that rink. I mean, everybody from this top down wanted success for everybody, and maybe some people didn't fit, but you still treated them with respect as the top guys, like the same respect as the top guys. So I don't know, it was just full change of life almost, going from that Montreal program or Blainville program to Cape Breton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got traded? 8?
I was 18.
So you're pretty
18 at Christmas. Like I probably should have known it was coming. Like,
yeah.
But
and they were good, Cape Breton at that time. Or was it the year after? Because
it was the year before. No, I think Cape Breton was very good when I was 16. 16, they were really good. And then Blainville we were pretty good when, so we went to the finals when I was 17 against St. John. And they won, sweeped us.
Oh.
And then the next year, they were pretty good. And I was just part of the guys who got traded out at Christmas. I think it was me and Havlina went for Batherson. A couple other guys got moved around. So, and I think they went to the finals again that year and lost to, I'm not sure, Bathurst maybe it was.
I don't know.
I don't got a great memory, but it was one of those teams.
Yeah.
They went to the finals 2 years in a row, and they didn't win one.
Did you get to play with Igor?
Oh yeah,
you did?
I played with Iggsy. Yeah.
How many years?
I played. So it would have been. I played that half year, and then I played. So I would have played 18 and a half, 19. And 20 and a half with Iggsy.
Yeah.
And funny story, the second time I got traded to Rouen, so I had this one I was even more blindsided by. Like there was no talks, no nothing about me. I was playing 25 plus minutes a night. This is the most I've ever played in my life. Sitting there in the basement, Iggsy's playing against Team Canada at the World Juniors, and I got half the team in my basement, like in my basement apartment at my billet house. And whatever, I'm just hanging out, sitting there, and my phone rings. It's the GM. So I kind of just like quietly walk out, like answer the phone. He's like, like Millsy, you're traded. And then just like, I don't know. I broke down. I was so upset. Like I was going to my 20 year. I'm 4.5 years into this league, like playing at home. Like, we're just going down the final stretch. We got this pretty good team. I mean, we weren't great, but like pretty good team that could have made a half decent run at it. I don't think we would ever won, but half decent run at it. And I get traded to the other side of the league. You couldn't go any coast to coast, right? Like I went from Cape Breton one side of the league all the way to Rouen on the whole other side, whole different program, everything. Had to meet new guys. It was a great team over there, but it was just like a deflating situation when I got traded the second time. finish my career on the other side of the league.
I remember I was talking to Heinem that day for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know about what. And then like an hour later, I found out about the trade. And I thought of you right away. I didn't know you. Like we did the mic'd up thing
Yeah.
and all that, but I didn't know you personally.
Yeah.
And like my heart kind of broke for you. I was like a Nova Scotia boy from East Hants.
Yeah.
It's just like you don't really need to know the guy to know what he's going through right
Yeah.
now. And it was just, I don't know. That hurts. I've never been traded before,
Yeah.
but I couldn't imagine getting traded to deep North Quebec.
Yeah, and I think like me and Heinem been buddies since like he was on that Pee Wee AAA team that I
Oh,
played
yeah?
with, and like me and him were like best friends.
That's
like
my water.
me and him have been like incredibly close since then,
Yeah.
and we still are to this day. And I think he was blindsided by the trade too. Like he was a veteran there in Rouen. He's never been anywhere else other than Rouen, and he was having a good season that year, and he got traded that day as well for me, and I think it was almost a shock. And I'm sitting here looking at the golf clubs. It reminds me of a funny story about this. So everything's known in Rouen. The 20-year-olds' graduation presents. So teams do graduation presents. Each team does things. But Rouen Renda does golf clubs. So a full set of tailor-made golf clubs, no matter whatever you want. Driver all the way down to putter, bag, balls, everything. Gloves,
No.
everything.
What a gift.
Unbelievable gift, right? So I said, you know what? Maybe there is some positives because I just got into golf the year before. Maybe there is some positives here. Like I'm going, I got to just crush out these 3 months. Like get out of there, get some new golf clubs, and be set for the summer. All right, so we finish up. We get sent home for COVID. I get a text from one of the other 20-year-olds. Hey, did you do your golf club stuff yet? I said, no, I didn't. No one contacted me. So I texted the coach. I said, hey, like I wasn't trying to be pushing anything.
Yeah.
Just like any word on the golf club situation, like the season's coming up or whatever. Just trying to throw something out there. He says, yeah, unfortunately, you got to play majority of the season as a 20-year-old to get the golf clubs. So Heinem, because our season got cut short because of COVID, Heinem played more games in Rouen than me. So he got to go to Cape Breton. He got the full set of golf clubs. I'm up there grinding in a pair of winter boots in Rouen Renda. And about 3 months later, in the middle of summer, my 20-year-old present comes. My mom texts me. She goes, yeah, you're something here from Rouen. And it's just like this box, right? Snap open this box. It was a wooden cutting board with my name on it, spelt wrong. I said, this is just wonderful, isn't it? SHAWN. It's been sitting under my bed since.
Does Heinem still have the clubs?
Oh, I'd imagine, yeah. Yeah. I'm swinging Dunlops around. He's swinging a brand new set of TaylorMades.
Rouen. Figure that Rouen. I guess it's too late now, but
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, I guess a rule's a rule, but I got
got
shafted out of that
shafted
one. I got
hard.
shafted hard,
They
yeah.
spelt your name wrong.
Yeah, like the cutting board, what?
Like a to cut onions
not,
on, like
yeah,
garlic.
like yeah,
like
yeah,
a
cut.
cooking cutting board.
Yeah, like, and I'm good for like bowl of craft dinner, maybe some hot dogs. Like I'm not cutting on and not cutting anything on that thing.
Shaun.
Oh, it was brutal. Yeah,
Shaun.
I got the real stiff end, but gratefully I got to get out of there. I got out of there early, and it was only like 2 or 3 months I was there. So
See what you do. You're a 20-year-old and you're leaving. You know you're never going to be back to that town. Take a couple pairs of skates. Take
Oh,
some
yeah.
sticks. Take a couple.
yeah,
That's what you do.
snag everything.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Problem was you couldn't get anything because like I was using sticks. So we were CCM in Cape Breton, and they were Bauer in Rouen.
Yeah.
But like before we were shut down COVID, like the manufacturers overseas or in China couldn't get like enough product sent over. So I was using these sticks. I couldn't even get sticks that I was using, right? Like my regular sticks. So it was just pretty much a disaster. And I don't know, good organization, winning organization, knows how to win hockey games. Not for me.
Oh.
Way up there, freezing cold, nothing to do. Not for me. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Respect for the guys who can do it.
Our listeners are sobbing right now. You're getting
Yeah.
a lot. You're winning a lot of hearts right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I hope so. Anybody want to give me some golf
Yeah.
clubs? Yeah.
Anybody want to